Wow, time check. it's now 3:49. I am here with the greatest man, the greatest goat farmer, the prominent goat farmer in the whole Africa, the president of Mpunampola, a man of his word. We are here live at Agape Christian Secondary School by Katase Pedagogy and Alutase. I call Tony is my sobriquet, my epithet, my appellation. Today, my consanguinity and my progeny is too high today to meet one of the greatest investors in the country of Zambia. Guess what? In just a few months, he was with the president of Zambia. Wonderful. Sir, you're most welcome. I would like to request you to introduce yourself to our dear viewers.
Thank you, dear viewers of Agape Christian School. My name is OBED Ben Mfunampola, of course, the goat farmer. Call me Goatman, Oba Mbuzi, Oba Mr. Mbuzi. And I'm delighted to see the wonderful work that Agape is doing. It's a great school. Actually, I felt like wanting to go back to school.
Wow.
But only that I'm very old now. But I don't know. I'll talk to them and see if they can do late intake for late comers like myself.
Okay, thank you very much, our dear elder.
You're welcome.
I had promised myself that once I happen to meet him in person, I had a vision that I will ask him to give me some good goats. I also become a goat farmer, and I want to work with, to do goat farming with YPA, the might.
Unfortunately, given goats don't multiply.
Wow.
You must not give. If you want goats to multiply so fast, you buy them. If they just give them to you for free, they don't multiply. Ebyobwerere tebigejja. Era ne bw'owasa omukazi nga wabwerere temuwangaala.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Elder, for that. Now, our first question is,
yes,
what are those things you don't understand in this generation, things that we youth happen to do?
The Gen Zs, research says that the Gen Zs are dumber than the previous generation. It is the first time a previous generation is wiser than the current generation.
Yes.
So what I don't understand is the creativity. The creativity is going low. Today, all Gen Zs are looking for creativity online. They are not doing basic. When you see me online, I am not making money there. I'm just doing what we call corporate social responsibility. I'm giving charity. I'm giving inspiration. I'm trying to teach. I'm trying to disburse what I have in my head to the public. But people do it for a living. You can't survive on internet. I call it not internet banking. Internet is not a job. Yes. But most Gen Zs want to put on makeup, then they do what? Earring inaziteka muziringa emiguwa. The kind of creativity that people should do in production of actual work. So it is bothering me to find out that people are not ready to do actual work. Most Gen Zs don't want to do agriculture. They don't want to do agribusiness. They don't want to do actual production of work. They want to go on social media. You find students like themselves. All of them, each person has an iPhone at home. But none of them has a business worth an iPhone.
Yes, sir.
Kati mufo ky'ogula embuzi 10, yagulamu iPhone emu. Nenga mu myaka 3, iPhone emu ejja kuba yakaddiwa dda nga yakagula iPhone endala 4, kyokka embuzi 10 zijja kuba zaafuuka embuzi 40. So it is that kind of failure to multiply the brains, failure to multiply the business that is really bothering me about the youth. But the ones at Agape here, I've seen them, they are very wise. They are going to be very, very genetical breeds that are going to make money.
Yes.
And change the world. They even do produce yogurt here at school, first of its kind.
Yes. Thank you very much, our dear elder. The next question, if I may ask, what makes you special as an individual?
I hate crowds. By the way, what makes you special is the word, from the word special. The word special means what? You're different from everyone else. So where there is a crowd, I don't sit. If there is a crowd, I don't sit. I only sit where there are no crowds. Usually, I was a footballer. I used to play football a lot. And I remember those days, Thierry Henry was a star. Germans, Jay's Lehman or something like that. There was David Beckham. Those days, I don't think these people know those names even. Maradona, Zidane, those were the stars of that type, of that era when I was a footballer. But whenever we were in training and people came more than 22 on the playground, I would stop playing. I would just stop. And whenever we went to a concert, maybe Chameleon has come, or Bobby Wine, or Bebe Cool, the stars then, I don't know, are they still stars?
Yes, they are still stars.
Okay. So when they came for a concert and it was a crowd, if they were seated, many people, I would still stop enjoyment. I would still mpuliranga sikyanyumirwa. The enjoyment would end just because there are many people. So what makes me special is the fact that I want to be special. I want to be different. Special not in a hierarchy that I want to be above others, but I want to be different. I want to do things that others have not done. That is why when I started farming, I looked for an area that has not been done before. That is why I'm in goat farming. Yes. I am not in goat farming because goat farming, I love goats so much. No, I've just learned to love goats. But before, I looked for an opportunity. Which type of agribusiness is not done by so many? That is why today I am ranked the biggest goat farmer today. Number two, when I started doing restaurants, yes, we did only goats. At our restaurants, if you want fish, you'll be disappointed. If you want chicken, you'll be disappointed. If you want beans, you'll be disappointed. You only come at our restaurants when you want goat's meat. Only. Why? I'm trying to be different. Even my kind of wear. Oronyamba de mazeyo kati wano enyumba nebweji. This is the smartest I can get. Oro maze. Why? I put on one type of clothes, Monday to Monday, year in, year out. If it is one suit, I will put on that suit for that year. Simanyi bya kwambala tie. I'm not being special, but I'm just being different. I'm just showing people that you can decide on what you want to run in your life. How do you want to run your life? You can do it. No one, you are not accountable to anyone. My wife doesn't do makeup. She doesn't do hair. She doesn't do nails. She doesn't bleach. She doesn't do lipstick, lip foundation, whatever it is. I just do things differently, and people think I'm special. Excuse me. On my wedding day, I did a wedding that shocked many. I never had reception. Do you know reception?
Yes, I know.
Kumbaga, nemugenda mu church ne babagatta ne Ngati reception. Okay, why do you do reception at your weddings?
I also don't know.
So why do you do what you don't know? What if the one who started it was a devil worshipper and doing a reception nemusamba kadad mukasamba karago. I did a wedding and I only used 3 million. A million is something. Church fee and my wife's gown What else? I don't remember. Maybe binasasanyizako sente. We went to church. We did the exact things you do in church on Saturday. Musumba Hannington Ntulo. Yatugatta.
Hey.
Mu church wakati ku Sabiti, the church was full. They asked you, are you going to be with her? I said yes. They asked her, are you going to be with him? Yes. We signed the papers. Finished. We went home. Tewali kirala kyagenda maaso. No reception. No, these big photo shoots. No, these big honeymoons. Finished. Game over. And today we are married, happily married. We have kids, over 23.
Wonderful. 23?
23 kids.
Wonderful.
Tuzalanga mbuzi. Era ne maama wo bwe baakuba embaga naye yazaala baana. No wange naye yazaala baki? Kakati enjawulo eriwa. You can decide to do things different. Simply because every CEO must tuck in. I will not tuck in simply because others do it. Others put on jackets, what you call suit, a coat. Never take a suit in a tie. It is not a must. Naye tie yajiya naye yali yeyiya. Nange katika nkole change. This is my suit. Wobo wakanagendo yambale yiyo. Hey. I decide what happens in my life. That is what makes me different. I decide where I want to stay, how I want to stay there, how I want to run my family. Buli kimu. So you decide what you do, how you do it, then it becomes different.
Wonderful. I'm so impressed about that. I thought I would have been the first person to do such a wedding. So,
some young girls fail to get married because they are looking for big weddings.
yes.
But if you do a big wedding, then in 3 years you're not.
Wow. Our third question is, what is your hobby? So during your free time, what is that one thing you love to do? When you do it, you feel at rest.
First of all, I don't have free time. And my hobby is my business. Does it make sense? There's no time that I have there and kakati buno budde sina uche ngenda kukola ati ankolewo hobby. No. Every time has something chenino kukolerawo. And my biggest hobby is my business. When I'm in goat farming, when I'm rearing goats, I'm doing my hobby. Nyumirwa nga nunda embuzi. Unfortunately, I don't enjoy being at the beach. I don't enjoy eating. What do you eat when you're at the beach? Fish. I'm not a good fish eater. I don't love fish. I don't enjoy going in a luxury hotel and stay there. So my hobby, my biggest hobby is my farm.
Wonderful.
And unfortunately, or fortunately, my farm is my biggest business and it is my biggest job. So my job is my hobby. Kati siberakaawo nga siri mu kukola. Bwe mba nyumirwa mbeera nkola. Bwe mba njagala sente era mbeera nkola. Monday to Friday I'm working. Saturday I rest. The other Sunday I start work. Actually Saturday I start work at 6 p.m. So every day is my hobby day. Every day is my opportunity to enjoy my work. So my work is my hobby.
Wonderful.
I don't watch football. I don't go to music concerts. I don't love music. I don't love movies. I don't go to beach. I don't do nightclubs. I don't. What else do they do?
Watching football.
I don't watch football. How do I get 90 minutes? 90. 1, 2, 3, 90 minutes. 1.5 hours I'm watching football. By the time they are scoring their goal at the 90th minute, I'm dead. 1 hour I'm seated like this. In fact.
Wow, thank you very much, our dear elder. I forgot to tell you that he owns the biggest restaurants in Uganda, what we call Nyama Choma. So if you have never visited one, You go to Gomba and somewhere else. How I wish you also bring for us one.
Yeah, we will bring one Mukono before end of this year.
Wonderful. In this premises of Honorable Nambozi.
Yes, sir.
Our next last question is, if you grew in this current generation, what would you want your teenage life to be?
First of all, this is what I was preaching about today.
Yes.